much else. Looks like it's going to be another scorcher here in Boring, Tennessee today. I've got to go to a birthday party later on this afternoon. My grand niece is turning 1 year old today. And then tomorrow, me and my wife, we're going to go see a play. So that's about all that's going to be happening this weekend. I got a little bit of yard work to do. I'm going to try to do that this morning before it gets hot. And 9TN, back to you. Thank you for taking my call.
And 9TN, well, thank you very much for being a participant. And I'm sure I'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with N9TN. Now, WB6BJN, I'm going to get you around 7:30 because your report's a little bit longer. We'll get these other people in and out of here. So one of the first voices I heard this morning, AA8CT. Craig, how you doing this morning, and what do you got going on today?
W8WKY.
I love node IDs. W8WKY, good morning, Brother Phil. Yes, here it is, the eve of Father's Day. So my wish is wishing all the Hamley fathers a great Father's Day. May your chores get done and your relaxation be more than normal. How's that? And then if you want to play golf or whatever or drink an adult beverage, that's up to you. Good morning to all. God bless those that are traveling, and may you be safe and get home safely. And Phil, thanks for being the NCO. And yeah, now I've got to do that chore word starting like now because I've got a long list. So with that, I'm going to say 73s. Thanks for being our NCO, Phil, and we'll catch you all down the log a little bit later. Be well, be safe. This is AA8CT back to W8WKY. Saying good morning, all.
All right, good morning to you as well, Craig. We'll be clear with AA8CT, and yes, get that yard work done, or I will send WB8BMW down there with the stick, and he'll get you moving a little bit faster. Hi. All right, we'll be clear with Craig. Now, these guys are always really early. Let's start off with Tom. WA8GXX, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Phil, good talking to you the other evening and visiting with you. And, yeah, thanks for being there. And it's like another great day. Pretty much carbon copy of yesterday. Have a good one. PMI, day, check second.
All right, Tom, you have a great day as well, and have a great Father's Day. We'll be clear with WA8GXX. Now let's head on over to John. Hopefully he didn't take off to breakfast, because I know he does that sometimes. So WATD, this is K8PMI. You still out there, John? All right, John must have taken off to breakfast, nothing heard. Then the other guy that always takes off for breakfast or coffee after getting on at 5 in the morning, KZ8TG. Tim, you out there?
Surprise! What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm out here for once. I just wanted to say good morning to everybody, and thanks for picking me up. I'll try to remember to jump on here first thing like this. So good to hear everybody, and I'll listen along. Everybody have a great day. KZ8TG.
All right, thanks a lot, Tim, and you have a great Father's Day. We'll be clear with KZ8TG. John is out camping with his granddaughters. I forget the name of the campground, but he was under the pillow talking early this morning. Maybe he's up making breakfast now. N8YMY. This is K8PMI. You out there, John? All right, nothing heard. He's probably tied up with his granddaughters, but that's okay. AC8AT, you didn't say you were in and out this morning. Usually you catch me, so hopefully you're standing by the radio there and ready to talk. AC8AT, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, AC8AT. A big top of the morning to you, Phil, and everyone on board this morning. Good hearing everyone. I'm going to be like Craig this morning. I'm going to be getting ready to go out and, I don't cut the grass, I cut the weeds, especially these little white flowers that are on top. I think it's the leftovers of the dandelions. Boy, I have a ton of those. So I'm going to go out and try to take care of that today, Phil. And I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. And hope you have a real nice weekend. With that, another big top of the morning. And back to you, Phil. Thanks for doing such a good job. K8PMI, AC8AT.
All right, thanks a lot, John, and you be careful out there cutting your weeds. We'll be clear with AC8AT. Now let's head on down to Chris, KE8MMY. I'm sure you're going to be able to tell us what special national day it is today. KE8MMY, this is K8PMI.
K8PMI, good morning to you and everybody else on the net. I am out and about, and my eyeballs were not able to see the day calendar this morning, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but if Jeannie comes on, Jeannie has a copy too. So looking at a nice, full, enjoyable weekend. Hope everybody stays safe and has a lot to eat. And if you can't eat it all, put it in a doggy bag, and I'll take it from there. K8MMY.
All right, Chris, you motor about safely out there, and you have a great day and have a good Father's Day. We'll be clear with KE8MMY. Let's stay up on the north coast over there and get my buddy Scott on, and he'll give us the Lake Erie report. KE8VOX, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX, Scott up here in the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Well, we're starting out the day just great there, Phil. We got the Barometer Net blue going. We got 64 degrees. Barometer's holding steady at 29.71. Light wind out of the south-southeast between 4 and 2. And no rain in the past 24 hours. Lake temperature at 68.9. It actually went down a little bit more again. And we got about 1-footers on the lake, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. And, last night they had the fireworks going for the Vermilion Fist Festival, been having some great weather, and sounds like they got quite a few people downtown there, so that's a good thing. But that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for getting me in. Thanks for doing the net. And this is KE8VOX, sending it back to net control. 73, everyone.
All right, thanks a lot there, Scott, and you have a great day and enjoy the weather, and we'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with KE8VOX. Now let's get the dog pound in here. I haven't had a complete dog pound and a Saturday in a while. And I didn't hear K4OG out there this morning, but I'm sure he's lurking. K4OG, this is K8PMI. You out there, Mark?
K8PMI, K4OG. If you didn't hear me this morning, Phil, you weren't listening. Phil, if anybody talks to Gary today, AAHCS, be sure and wish him a happy birthday. And we got some chickens in the oven, Phil, trying a new oven roasted chicken recipe. And then we're going to go for some Boston butt in the oven and have some pulled pork barbecue. Just filling up the vacuum sealed meal in the freezer today. Getting low, Phil. And vermilion. Now, vermilion it's a bright red, and sometimes it's a word for or an indication for decadence and opulence. And I was just wondering how Vermilion Town got its name. Vermilion up there. K4OG. Back to K8PMI.
All right, Mark. I have no idea, but it is a beautiful town. I love it up there in Vermilion. Scott lives in a lucky place up there, but I have no idea how they got their name. But that's that. All right, we'll be clear with K4OG. You have a great day, and let's get down to Southern Mark. KE8SFS. You up and moving around, or you still in that bed, Mark?
Well, I'm still laying on my bed, yeah. I was starting to look at my hand radio books. Anyhow, we got 55 degrees here. It's been mostly cloudy, but we got some sunshine out there. I see it through my window, you know. I'm going to get up to 77 degrees, and then just drop down to 55 tonight. No rain in sight. Not good. Still like 55. And the wind is 10 miles per hour west-southwest. Gas price $3.96 to $3.98 all around Lodburn. And let me drop this for a bit. Yeah, it's going okay and everything. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner today. I might just throw a couple hot dogs on, you never know, but all of that doing okay and everything, and I'll probably be on the boring net today because Nick put up with them today. I'll probably be on there. But all of that, doing okay and everything, like I said, so I'm going to give it back to you. You're in the net good. See you at 8-0-5-0.
All right, Mark, that sounds great, and I do love hot dogs. Can't have a lot of them because they're not good for you, but man, they are good. So you enjoy, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, let's head on out to my neighbor, a couple cities over there, KC8FQV. This is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning, Mark?
Well, it was good seeing all the folks at the meeting. Now, the fold and roll. The meeting, they were rolled. But, did a good job last night getting in the nuts and that yesterday. I don't know what I have in store for the weekend, but I'm sure there's something going. Well, there's always something going. But we'll send it back to net. I try to help people out at times, when you check in, you're going to be short time mobile, still stick around long enough because they're going to read your name back, and it didn't get read back, and your equipment didn't work, and you're going to have to try again. So just don't assume your equipment's going to work. Wait until you hear your name called that, yep, we got you as an in and out, or you're in, or whatever. Because it makes life a lot easier for them, because they're a human being, just like you are transmitting. They're a human being receiving. So there could be mistakes. So you want to be on the list. So yeah, you stick around long enough. So we'll send it back your way, Phil. KC8FQV.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. You have a great day, and it's going to be a beautiful day out there, so you can decide what you want to do and go have fun at it. We'll be clear with KC8FQV. Now let's head on down to Randy. At this point, it's starting to warm up, so you only have one pup on your dog or one pup on your lap, and everybody's doing well. KD8ZSH, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
KD8ZSH, good morning, Phil. Nope, everybody's abandoned me. I don't have anybody. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I hope your weekend turned out really great, and I'd like to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. You guys have a good one. This is KD8ZSH clear, and back to that 73s, everybody.
All right, Randy, thank you very much, and thank you for being a regular. We'll be clear with KD8ZSH. Now let's head on down to James in Sheffield. KF8FW. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net. I hope everybody's having a great day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Before this, I was on one of the digital talk groups. I enjoy the digital modes, voice modes, as well as HF and talking on the local repeaters. And there was this Romanian station, and I was talking to a guy in Texas. This Romanian station comes in, and we're talking about radios, and all the Romanian station wanted to know was to ask the guy in Texas about cowboy boots. And the Romanian station says, how much? And the guy from Texas starts quoting like HF rig from Yaesu. He said, no, the boots, $1,000 is no problem. So I thought that was kind of fun. Where else but ham radio can you have that experience? Love it. And I hope he finds his boots. Going POTA tomorrow with my daughters for Father's Day, and I hope everybody has a great one. 73, KF8FW, back to net control.
That was a good story there, James. Sounds good, and it sounds like you have a great Father's Day planned with some POTA activities with your daughters. That's awesome. We'll be clear with KF8FW, WB6BJN. You'll be up following KE8VQX. Joe, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Phil, and the net. Not much going on. A little struggle getting out of bed this morning. I thought about sleeping in, but didn't. So glad I didn't. That tends to kind of throw me off if I do something like that. So probably see if I can take my dad down to the hangar and hang out down at Akron Fulton for a while with him. Give him his card and all that stuff. Anyway, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'm going to be heading out of town tomorrow, head out to L.A., and then I'm not sure where yet. I got to look at my schedule and see where I'm supposed to be going. Get back Wednesday night. So anyway, thanks for getting me in, Phil, and hope everyone has a good day. This is K8VQX, back to K8PMI.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe, and you fly safe, and have fun with your dad. I miss those days. we'll be clear with KE8VQX. Mark, I'm a couple minutes behind, but it's going to be your show. WB6BJN. This is K8PMI on the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net. Mark, it's all yours.
Hey, good morning, Phil. Good morning to everyone. Currently, 30.02.1 and steady on the barometer. 61.3 degrees and 61 degrees on the dew point. Humidity 98%. 2 gusting to 3 out of the northeast on the wind. No rain in the past 24 and none expected today, but that's going to change over the weekend. Clear skies, sun's just coming out here, and it's going to be a nice day, partly cloudy, maybe a 10% chance of rain. For Ohio, not a bad day today, but unfortunately, Father's Day is going to be wet, and it looks like another system coming out of the Rockies today is going to drop into the plains, bring some severe weather into parts of Kansas, and as that continues to move eastward under northwesterly flow in the upper levels, that's going to set the stage for some thunderstorms and heavy rain tomorrow and Monday for much of Ohio. And people need to have ways of checking weather in case there's some severe weather that comes up, especially late tomorrow and tomorrow night. Let me take the situation. By Tuesday, things should be improve and get better. There could be another system in line for Wednesday and Thursday. It doesn't look quite as strong as the one coming through on Sunday, but it's a little too early to know, so we'll keep an eye on that. Because of the northwest flow, the fast northwest flow, though, much of the Midwest is going to be under this thunderstorm pattern. We are going to be under that tomorrow as well. Tennessee, Florida could get some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Over the west, high pressure moving in from the desert southwest is going to bring a major heat wave through the middle of the week for much of the western California, Arizona, New Mexico, parts of West Texas. So as long as that high is there and that low is along the eastern seaboard and the northwesterly flow in the middle of the country, periods of rain and thunderstorms could be looked after for much of the week. Nothing going on in the tropics right now, and that's it. So we'll keep you posted on weather for field day starting next week and what we think is going to happen over the nation because field day is coming up. Back to you there, Phil, WB6BJN.
All right, thank you, Mark, and always thank you for your thorough report. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the hour and the bottom of the list. We got everybody in there, so hopefully we got a whole round of other people that just woke up, got their coffee ready, and ready to check in. So this is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net. Your net control operator is Phil. Kilo 8 Papa Mike India, and I am listening for check-ins. Call now, please.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London. Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB John.
Morning, Phil. Whiskey 8 Tango Delta, John in Wadsworth.
Kilo 8 Papa Juliet Whiskey K8PJW.
KE8
MZ, Kilo Echo 8, November, Mike Zulu, Mark in Twinsburg.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo, Christian in Bath.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I got Bill, N8WS. I got KE8UIB, John, W8TD, John, K8PJW, Phil, KE8NMZ, Mark, and KF6, Peace on Earth. I'm going to go to KE8UIB because I believe he's mobile. KE8UIB, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI from KE8UIB along with KF8ETP. Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net.
Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net. Happy Saturday and happy Father's Day, everybody.
All right, and we are trucking along here. We are now officially in Hartville. We are about 5 or 6 minutes out from work, and we are doing the Saturday work shuffle, and we are going to dance a jig at 12 o'clock and run out that door like Jack Flash. I don't know what else to say, man, because it's a beautiful day, and I can't spend the whole day working. So 12 o'clock, I'm punching that clock, and I'm out. But hey, other than that, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and stuff, and we're going to go ahead and just keep this simple at that. So this is UID along with KF8ETP. We're living that $5 dream. Like next time. 7 streets, y'all. Thanks for running that, Phil.
All right, thanks a lot, John, and you and Lori take care, and we'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with oh, geez, I really screwed it up. KE8UIB and Lori there. All right, let's head on out to Bill, N8WS, Space Weather. What do you got for the net this morning, Bill?
K8PMI in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all of that. Beautiful morning. Beautiful Sunday. Sunny, not Sunday. Sunny day. But we're going to get some rain a little later. Supposed to, anyhow. Air index is at 24. That's in a good range. Tropo is between a 0 and 1, depending on where you live in Ohio. My sunrise 5:55. My sunset 9:06. That's changed a little bit. Like today, 15 hours 11 minutes. This is the 4th day in a row. Soon it will change and go the other way. Solar flux indices at 111. Sunspot number 51. A is 7, K is 2. Geomagnetic field is quiet. E-skip only in Europe, none in the U.S. I got 56 degrees this morning. Humidity 81%. Wind speed 5.5 out of the south. Barometer 2997. Dew point 50 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is isolated showers between noon and 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 77. West winds 6 to 14 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 25. I hate that wind. Chance of precipitation 29%. Okay. Spaceweather.com. Where you at? There you are. Okay. New backyard astronomy alerts. We're proud to announce a new, God, I can't read this morning. A new service from spaceweather.com. Backyard astronomy alerts. We love this product. Subscribers receive real-time alerts, space station flybys, auroras, outbursts, planetary conjunctions, meteor showers, and more. All easy to see with the naked eye. SMS text messages tell you to go outside right now while the event is happening. And companion emails include sky maps and detailed observer tips. Check out the Earth 50% off, which means you're going to have to pay for it. Currently, there's 3 sunspot groups on the sun. And the last article is How to Defeat a Solar Storm. This one is very cool. You got a chance, you got to read this one. I don't know if they can pull it off, but they might be able to. Read the article. It's a little bit long, not too bad. Some good pictures there, too. Too long for me to read. Everybody have a great weekend. KAPMI in the group 73, everyone. N8WS.
W8WKY.
Another outstanding report from W8WS. Thank you, Bill. Always appreciate that. Let's head on down to Wadsworth. I called for you earlier, John. You must have went and made yourself some breakfast. I thought you went with the group. But W8TD, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Hi, Phil. KPMI on the net, W8TD. Yeah, I tend to wander off for a bit before the net starts, and then I don't necessarily get back right at 7. But thanks for squeezing me in. Not much to report here anyway. Not much to contribute. Got my first tomatoes starting to pop on the larger plants, so that's nice. All the peppers are flowering. All the tomato plants are flowering. So here on the farm, everything is looking good. Schulman auction still going forward. Open for bids now. Yeah, the last auction only ended about 2 weeks before this one started. So must have a lot of stuff coming in. There's over 300 lots in this one, which is the normal amount. Something for everyone, especially in this group. In this lot, there is an unusual quantity of Drake equipment. TR3s, TR4s, T4X transmitters, R4 receivers. Quite a lot of it. And the good news is that means there's more. You're not going to have everybody bidding on the same one, so they're likely to go for a little less than usual. So, could be an opportunity for somebody. Also, there's a 51S1 receiver in there. They're not real common, and I've always wanted one. But I have not bid, so please feel free. Probably won't be bidding against me. KPMI in the group, 73. Enjoy the day. Talk to everybody soon. Enjoyed seeing people at the Casa Nuestra Thursday night. But as usual, I flaked out before the meeting. W8TD.
All right, thanks a lot, John. We'll be clear with W8TD. Glad to hear the plants are doing well. That's one thing that I don't do is vegetables or garden. Take care of the landscape. That's about as far as I go with gardening. Hi. All right, we'll be clear with John. Let's get on over to Phil in Twinsburg, my neighbor. K8PJW. Let's get a good history lesson in there. This is K8PMI.
KAPMI, K8PJW. Good morning, Phil, and good morning to the Barometer Netizens out here on a super Saturday morning where the sky is Barometer Net blue. So we're just enjoying that. Speaking of which, it's about 57 degrees here right now, headed up for 75, 74 tomorrow. The prognosticator says we might get a little rain in this afternoon, but overall looks like a fairly nice day. Barometer said 29.95 and rising, and gasoline dumped another dime. We're at 3.68 now here in Twinsburg. So we're still recovering from our trip to Europe. We're getting used to the Eastern daylight time again after spending 2.5 weeks over in European Central Time. So that it was a lot of fun. I had some good time with my brother, and we enjoyed my nephew getting married to a lovely young lady, and I think they're going to have a great life together. From there, we went to Munich for 2 nights, Prague for 2 nights, Vienna for 2 nights, and Budapest for 2 nights on a rail tour, which we had never done before, and it was a lot of fun. It gave you like a high level of what you could do in these cities, and in case you wanted to come back, you could do the same or explore some other things. So it's a beautiful area out there. People were friendly. We found out quite soon that excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see. We found out quite quickly that once we said a few friendly words, we made a new friend. So we got to meet some really nice, interesting people out there. Okay, and with that, I'll take a break for time. So in 1782, Congress adopts the Great Seal of the United States after 6 years of discussion. The front of the seal depicts a bald eagle clutching an olive branch in its right talon and arrows on its left. On the breast appears a shield marked with 13 vertical red and white stripes topped with a bar of blue. The eagle's beak clutches a banner inscribed E pluribus unum, out of many one. Above the eagle's head, golden rays burst forth encircling 13 stars. 1948, the microgroove long-playing vinylite record called LP was formally introduced at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City by CBS, Columbia Records. And in 1963, the red telephone is instituted. The hotline between the U.S. and the Soviet Union was established following the Cuban Missile Crisis. Contrary to popular belief, communications between the two superpowers occurred via teletype or fax, and today via email. And that's the way it was. Happy Father's Day, everyone. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
All right, Phil, thank you very much, and glad you enjoyed your trip. That's one that I'd like to do as well. We just got back from London, which was in Wales, which was a real nice trip as well. But too bad you can't do them all the time, but one a year does the trick. All right, we'll be clear with K8PJW. Let's stay in Twinsburg. Hopefully Mark wasn't mobile. KE8NMZ. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and the rest of the net, and the other Phil, my neighbor. Well, both of my neighbors here. I'm not portable. I'm sorry, I'm not mobile, but I am portable, so hopefully I'm getting it okay. I'm on the first floor of my home. Had a busy week. Took 2 of my sons down south to look at colleges. I have one who's a senior in high school, and he's looking at Duke University. And while we were down there, we also looked at UNC and William and Mary University and University of Richmond and Elon University. So it was a nice trip traveling through North Carolina and Virginia, and he really liked Duke quite a bit. So that was a nice aspect of the trip for sure, because that's one of his top schools if he gets in. Other than that, I'm preparing right now to go and referee a basketball game. I may have timed out on my end. I don't do a whole lot of basketball games in the off season. I'm usually just a high school season kind of guy. But I agreed to ref a game this morning over at Gilmore Academy. I'm not even sure if it's girls or boys or what, but looking forward to it because I did notice that I have some good partners lined up for today, so that'll be a fun day. And that's about it on my end. Hope everyone is doing well and has a great Father's Day. 73 to you, Phil, and to the rest of these members of the net. KE8NMZ, I'll be clear and listening.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark, and congratulations on looking at colleges. those were some pretty prestigious colleges there, and congratulations to your son. And hopefully I'll be able to hook up with you again with an eyeball QSO at one of the parties, because Mark is friends with my brother. So we'll be clear with KE8NMZ, and let's head on over to Medina. Christian, finally got to meet you at the last meeting. KF6POE, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Good morning, Phil, and everyone on the net. Nice to hear Bill, John, and everyone. In answer to OG's question, Vermilion was named after the red clay banks of the Vermilion River, which goes right along it. Just like Parma is named after, it's the city, sister city of Parma, Italy, but it was originally named Greenbrier. That's why everything you find in Parma is named Greenbrier, or Briar in general. I'll start learning about Bath today since my historical book is arriving on Bath, but those are the ones I've looked at recently, Parma especially. Interesting stuff. And to Rod, I'm going to enjoy my extra 4 seconds today. I'm really going to live that up. Whoops, there it goes. And with that, I'm going to head off to work and enjoy another satisfying day of labor out in the workforce. I hope everybody has a great day. And 73 is passing it back to Net Control. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Christian. We'll be clear with KF6, Peace on Earth. And that brings me to the bottom of the list. This is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net. Net Control Operators Phil, K8PMI. And I'm listening for check-ins. Call now, please.
Good morning. This is K8KIZ, Kilo 8, Kilo India Zulu, Chet, Avon Lake, in and out.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby.
Kilo 8, Papa India November, in and out, mobile.
All right, let me pick it up there real quick. The K8, was that K8PIN?
Kilo 8, Papa India November.
Thank you. Got you in and out. Chet was the first one in. Was that KE8 KIZ?
Negative. Kilo 8, K8 KIZ.
All right. Go ahead. You got the control. We got 2 K8 stations in there. I don't see those very much. I can't remember if you were in and out, but you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day here, and up in Avon Lake, northern Ohio. And I'm just at my location now, so I'll be getting out of the car. Enjoy your group. It's always nice to check in and hear the fascinating things that everybody has to share. 7-3, everyone. This is Chet, K8KIZ. Out.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chet. And we'll be clear with K8KIZ. Now let's get on over to Willoughby, NHAKO. Joe, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Hey, good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. Well, we got 62 degrees and 68% humidity and sunshine here in beautiful Willoughby, Ohio, along the north coast. And for the day today, a little of everything. They've got a car cruise
down in Willoughby, so we're going to try to get to that. But then first and foremost, because it's summer, baseball, especially for my grandson. So going to try to make that game and then finish out the day in Willoughby, and just looking forward to a good weekend. So with that, I will send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless you all in 7-3. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
All right, Joe, may God bless you as well. We'll be clear with N8JKO. That brings me to the bottom of the list. And I'm looking for check-ins. This is K8BMI. Call now, please.
Alpha India 5 Quebec, AI 5Q.
All right, we're taking them now one at a time. We got Jairus, AI5Q. I know you got a busy day with all those kids. What do you got going on today, Jairus?
Well, good morning, and I've got two of the kids back. They've been gone all week at summer camp, the oldest three and my wife, so they're returning today, and we have to make sure the house looks like a bachelor wasn't living here for the past week. And everything's put away and taken care of. And we started on it yesterday. Me and the two littles ran the dishwasher, going to put all that stuff away, washed all their clothes from them being at their grandparents' house all week. Got to finish putting that away, and already swept the kitchen floor. So just got to make it look presentable so she doesn't feel like she has chores to do as soon as she walks in the door. But I'm sure I'll forget something and get in trouble for it. But that's the life of a married man, always in trouble for something. Anyway, looking forward to seeing her. It's been a week, and seeing the rest of the kids. So that's the plan for today. Oh, we got to go pull the flags from the flag program. We got to go remove 38 flags and put them away until the 4th of July. AI 5Q, back to you.
All right, Jairus, sounds good. Yep, I've used that line several times. Yes, dear, you're right, I'm wrong. And just go with it, and it makes a happy life. We'll be clear with AI5Q, and that brings us to the bottom of the list and the top of the hour. We're slowing down here, so give me a buzz if you want to get in. This is K8PMI on the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net. I'm listening.
November 8, Delta Tango Papa, Don and Canton, in and out.
Can you repeat that call, Don?
November 8, Delta Tango Papa, N8DTP.
Gotcha there. I wasn't sure if it was N8. I missed the prefix, and I see that you're on the blue, or we're on the blue screen that popped up. So, very good. Anybody else who wants to check in? We'll make this the last call because we're at the top of the hour. 35 check-ins. Not a bad Saturday for how nice it is out. But this is a W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition and last call.
KD8STF, Steve, Plain Township, in and out.
All right, I got you, Steve. Thank you very much for your in and out. Carrie, you're number 37, W8CTM. This is K8PMI. Would you like to close us down there, Carrie?
Good morning, Phil, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this super Saturday morning. Boy, it's a beautiful morning out there. We definitely have a Barometer Net blue sky today. It's going to be a pretty nice day, I think. It's looks like we'll have a good one. Anyway, I don't have anything for the net. Imagine that. I never have anything. Everything, boy, I tell you, it's a good net there, Phil. It was a good one. It was a little bit light, but all the nets this week have been a little bit light. Yesterday was the only day we hit 50, so that's a little bit light this week, and I imagine it's because of the nice weather and, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's bright, sunny out there, so, people get up and get started on their chores that they have to do and everything, so that's the way it is. Anyway, I hope everybody has a super Saturday, and tomorrow being Father's Day, hope everybody has a great Father's Day out there. Anyway, that's all I have this morning, Phil, so I'll just say 73 here and turn it back to you. Turn it back to K8PMI, and you can wrap it up, buddy. Good net. It was a good net today, no doubt about it. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. So this is W8CTM saying 73 and turning it back to you there, Phil, to wrap it up. Everybody just have a great weekend, and we'll do it again Monday morning. 73 all, and back to you, Phil.
All right, thank you very much, Carrie, and we'll be clear with W8CTM, and we're going to close this thing down with 37 check-ins. Very good Saturday. Thank you, everybody. The Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. We are grateful for all those who have come before us: Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy, WB8JTW, Tom, KDSD, and our net control emeritus, Ron, KD8CVS. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown to be a morning staple for local hams to stay in contact, share real-time traffic, gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Successful nets rely on your participation, so please be a regular check-in. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the WAWKY repeater, 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown, Ohio, we now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody, and God bless. This is K8PMI.
W8WKY. 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 Repeater PL114.8.
W8HRF, mobile and monitoring.
W8WKY.
W8HRS K4OG. Hello, Jeff.
K4OG, W8HRF. Good morning, Mark.
And good morning to you, sir. Yeah, I know it gets live on the radio when the weather gets good in the summertime. But I was just here mowing down on a fried egg and cheese sandwich and fixing to look into NordVPN and whether or not how bad it's going to interfere with some of my radio stuff. Got any input, Josh?
Well, I hear it advertised all the time, but I can't say that I run a VPN at the moment, so I don't have much experience with it. So I unfortunately can't give much help there, but hopefully it's not too bad. Never know. You're thinking about setting one up to use at the apartment, an account to use?
Yeah, Roger. And I don't know if it'll help. I had a bad incident when I was on vacation. One of the debit cards that mine and my mother's account got hit, and they went like crazy off on it with these fraudulent charges. And I guess there's a new or a technique I wasn't aware of. You know, at the same time, I started getting they call it bombing, email and text bombing. I was getting crazy, endless text messages and email messages, and they're trying to confuse you so you don't see the alerts. And anyway, not that VPN will help, but maybe. Anyway, what's going on with you?
Man, that is a nightmare scenario. I'm not even going to say it out loud, but, well, I guess I will. We haven't had an issue with that so far, but that's not fun, especially when it is a debit card. And at least from what I understand, the credit card companies are better with dealing with that kind of thing. Anyways, we try to only keep a certain amount in the account so that if something does happen, we won't be in too much trouble. But hopefully you get that worked out. That's a bummer. I actually know somebody whose personal information, his identity got stolen. That was wild, so he had to do a credit freeze and everything. So that's not fun stuff, Mark. But, I just got back. I'm heading home. I'll be home in a minute here. I went out to Wingfoot this morning. I woke up at 6, and I was like, well, I might as well run out. Everybody was still asleep. So I tested that NFET half wave and for field, and man, it worked pretty well. I think I got 16 voice contacts, and I think 3 or so FT8 contacts, and the one FT8 contact was 9,900 miles all the way to Australia. I think that's my first Australia contact, so I think it works.
All right, yeah, as soon as you said Wingfoot Lake, I knew you was giving it a test. That is crazy good. All right, so I know you're quite happy about that. The coolness, cool. Very good, Josh. And I got to get in touch with Bridgecom Monday morning and say, hey, where's my half-inch Helix cables? USPS shipping number, but they say they ain't got my cables. So yeah, I gotta beat the door down about that one. K4OG.
That's that low loss line to get up to the satellite antennas, right? Yeah, you need that. That's important. Well, hopefully it all works out all right and they get it to you on time. Yeah, most of the time they'll like generate the shipping label and then it just kind of it eventually shows up a couple of days later when they finally get around to mailing it. So hopefully it gets in the mail pretty soon for you. So, well, that'll be exciting. That'll be cool to get. Have you had time to play around with the satellite gear since we went out to Dave's to work on the antenna?
Yeah, I got the two QFHs out there on the back porch, which is extremely compromised with just the east view and all the trees and the apartment. But I have heard some, but I don't know, for Murphy's Law, I've had just the worst passes ever. So, but I've heard a few, so that's good, positive news. And it doesn't have the optimum setup like I'm trying to do for field day. But at least I heard some. Haven't talked to anybody. But I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Sounds good. Yeah, at least you know it's receiving, and you can tell that the SWR is good by just hooking up an analyzer, making sure the SWR is right when you transmit. So there you go. Good. Well, that's good. I'm sure we're going to have excellent luck on field day. I was thinking about if I was a astronaut on the ISS, I would want to try to operate mobile, space mobile for field day. I thought that would be kind of neat. So, all right, Mark. Well, I'm almost home, so I'm going to hop out and get Lucy and the kids and get some breakfast in me, and we're going to head over to my buddy's house, and we're going to try to get the pole barn a little bit farther along today. We're getting pretty close to the end. He is doing the metal side of the pole, but he got he had the week off. But the plan is to go over there, help him get the metal siding and roof on, and then he'll be able to have them pour concrete at some point in the next week or so, I guess, and he should be all set, I think. He probably won't need too much help after that, so that's exciting. I think he's going to make his deadline for having it done by the 4th of July, so we'll see how it goes. He's got a party planned for the 4th, so we're looking forward to that. K4OG, W8HRF.
All right, Josh. Yeah, man, very good. Be careful, and everybody out there, be careful, and wash your hands and don't stick your fingers in your eyes. We don't want anybody getting sick or hurt before field day. And, yeah, that's awesome, Josh. And pole barn raising and stuff like that. Cool. All right. You were a little bit scratchy there, so, yeah, I guess you're getting destinated somewhere or something's happening, even if it's just the wind. All right, Josh, K4OG. I guess I'll be gone on your final. 73's Josh, K4OG.
Yep, roger that, Mark. I was down at the bottom of a hill, I think, but yep, I'm getting home, so I'm going to hop out and get some food, and we'll get going over to my buddy's house. So enjoy your Saturday, and we'll catch you later. K4OG, W8HRF, 73.
K4OG, KZATG.
KZATG. What's going on, Tim?
W8WKY.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How you been? Yeah, I heard you talking about the VPN there. I have the NordVPN on my mobile devices, and I run EchoLink through it, and it, like 9 times out of 10, it does just fine.
Okay, that is good news. I appreciate it, Tim. Yeah, I know they're wondering about connecting to a server and the latency and what that would all do to radio communication stuff, you know, linking stuff, and possibly even when I get back into remote operations. Appreciate the feedback, Tim. K4OG.
Yeah, no problem, Mark. I know it's a small data point, but hope it helps. KZATG.
Yeah, that helps. Thank you, sir. Gives me a little more warm, fuzzy feeling. And I guess if it does cause an issue, I got 30 days to figure it out and cancel or something if I do the free trial. Very cool. And you're camping today or this weekend? You're always camping on the weekends. That's cool. What are you hunting anything this weekend via HF?
I usually hunt POTA. It's been a shell game of antennas this weekend. My G5 RV, I only used it one time, and then now it decides that it doesn't want to play anymore. So took it down, tried 40 meter center fed. It didn't. The band 40 meter was a mess yesterday, so now I'm back to 20 meters, just goofing around. Yeah, this is my first time having a VPN. I've probably had it for 6 months, and it's some days it'll be fine. Some days it'll get hung up, and it'll it'll lose its connection. And you got a cat on my lap, driving me crazy. Sometimes it loses connection, and you got to go into it and reconnect it. And you know, when you update your apps, I don't put mine on auto update. I always manually do the updates on the apps, and I'm an iOS guy, but it's you have to do that one separate. So to update the Nord while the Nord's running, you have to go and disconnect the VPN, then update the app, and reconnect it. And some stuff refuses to work through the VPN, so mostly banking apps and stuff like that. My regular bank has figured it out, and a couple of my other banks have, but a couple of them never seem to have figured out. They just, if they detect any VPN at all, they're it's a no-go.
Yeah, okay. So that's even better feedback. You can expect some glitches in different apps you use. Very good. And I sure do appreciate it, Tim. Well, it's beautiful weather out there, and I know you're going to make the best of it. I'm trying to, even though I am cooking marathon, and I put out a gallon of water with 4 family-sized tea bags, and looks like the sun, even though it's kind of cool, the sun is doing its job, and it's interesting how that red, brown liquid flows out of the tea bag down to the bottom of it. So just little things like that mesmerize me sometimes. Anyway, I guess that's enough rambling. Enjoy your weekend, sir, and I will mine too. K4OG, back to you.
All right, Mark, you bet. I won't keep you, but I just want to throw that out there. Good luck with it, and I hope it all goes well. If you pick, they have other features besides just the base VPN. They have you can upgrade to have your own. What do they call that? When you have an IP address, like a permanent IP address that doesn't change. They have a couple other identity theft features. I haven't had any interest in any of those. But anyway, yeah, I'll let you go there. I got to jump out. 73, and have a good one, Mark. KZATG.
73s, Tim. K4OG. It looks like I got a satellite talking. 73s.
W8WKY. W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8.